Hey YouTube, Doug here from Bessie Custom Fab. How's it going? Just a quick video today. I'm doing a big aluminum project. It's a balcony. It's a second floor balcony for a house. I'm doing the handrail part, and what I would like to do is this 1.5 by 3 will be the handrail that you grab as you're standing there. This is obviously upside down, but this is going to be the post attachment point. This is what I've got so far. This is a test piece, obviously. That's pretty short to be a handrail. But I'm doing a test just so I can make sure that this works, and then we'll carry on. So this is what I've got right here. I've got a couple of spacers. Basically, this is a rough idea of what the post and the plate will look like. Those will be welded together, obviously, and that'll be a little bit longer, about 36 inches longer. Upside down again, and that will drop into there and be screwed and countersunk in two places here. So I'm going to weld this up and get it positioned in here, and stick around. Okay, I've got this test piece fit up. Seems pretty good. It was a little tricky because I can only work through that hole. I'm trying to not work through the ends because in a real world situation I'll be dealing with a tube this long, give or take. So I won't have access through the tube. So I'm trying to achieve this without reaching in from here to hold it up, because then I want to make sure I can do this because it's a fucking head twister. So I've tapped a hole into the center of the plate. You can't see it, but that's what that's threaded into. And I just used the plate that I cut out of this hole here, just because it was a round. Well, it's more of a rectangle than a round, but you know what I'm saying. And then that way I can snug this down and it pulls everything up tight, and then I can plug weld those. I might go to a bit bigger size hole just to make sure I get a good plug weld in there, but I'm not going to do this one because this is a test, and I just wanted to make sure that everything would kind of fit in. You can see that that's sticking out a little bit. Unacceptable. There. Buried. And then this piece, I can't put it in right now, but this piece here would, once that's plug welded, this comes out, and this piece would set right in that slot and sit flush, drill, tap, countersink. I think we're almost ready to try one in the real world situation. So here goes nothing. Let's fuck up a piece. So working away, I've got these guys. I've got 5 of these made with a hole tapped in the middle. That's just for fitting it up. I've got this one mocked up. I'm not going to weld it because I don't want to waste the piece. And I've got the pad. I've got 5 of these pads made up. Those guys, I used the transfer punch so that my holes are all identical, so I can use one post in any location basically, because they're all 5 going to be identical. But once I get this in, we'll line this up where we want it. There's a little bit of play there, but that's better than not because we're getting powder coated, so that adds a little bit of thickness. But once I get that in place, I can transfer punch these through to the backing plate, which is right back there, and then drill and tap, drill and countersink. I know, you know this, I've already told you. Okay, stick around. I'm just drilling these pads for These pads here are the ones that will attach the post to the frame, give or take, like that. And of course a backing plate in there so I can drill and tap into 1/2 inch of material, which will be plenty. So stick around, we're gonna get drilling here. Mag drill. What is this, you might ask? Well, I had to modify one. I'll have to modify one more of these guys, which is fine. I can use them. It's not a huge deal. I just cut this roughly here somewhere and weld it on to make an L. This one's in place right now. I just didn't anticipate how close these were to the corner of the handrail. So we've got this other piece. Where is that piece? This guy here. We'll slide over that. I've got a spacer in there right now. This fucking zigzag piece is just a spacer to give me that 1/4 inch space I need. And I've got it all squared up. I'm gonna plug weld this. Plug weld. I'm gonna plug weld the shit out of that, which will hold that all into place. Then I can slide this over, and if that one's tight, plug weld that as well. Make sure everything's all good and square, and super happy. Just a little glitch, but same on this end. The opposite, obviously. So it goes together like this. So we're just gonna have an L-shaped backer plate, no big deal. And the other thing is this will get cut out here on this line. You can see that scribe line. And I just had to make a shorter plate. The other ones are just a little bit longer and the holes over more, but so then this can go on where it needs to go and still be within. It's got to drop down inside that profile, and I can shave a little bit here if I have to, but we're moving forward. Well, I'm back. It's been a couple days, I think. I don't really know when I started filming this video, but it's today now. We'll just wrap it up really quickly here. I'll grab a screwdriver. So I started with the corners. I can't film this and do anything at the same time because my fucking hands and my brain are all wonky. Anyway, that's how the corner of this handrail is going to look. This is the bottom again. I had to modify 2 of my backing plates. So this one's plug welded there and plug welded there, so it's made like an L shape. And then I had to trim a couple of pieces. So that will go in there like that. And those 2 lines that you can see there and there, that's where the upright for the handrail will be. And drill tap countersink. It's going to be a nice flush finish on the underside when it's done. So it's going to look really seamless. I've done one here. There we go. That's just a regular one. I just finished welding that one in. Plug welded. I had to TIG weld these plug welds because my spool gun was not wanting to penetrate into the base metal. So running a square wave, and I fucking, I don't have it on. I had it at like 170 amps. It was cranked right up, but it worked. So again, that goes in there. Same thing, drill tap countersink, flush mount. It's going to be a thing of beauty. I'll show you what I did over here with this one. I have the other side sort of exposed. That's partially done. So I just had to modify this. I had to cut it off of here and weld it onto here. No big deal. And then this is like this, and this will go on something like that there, and then obviously we'll cut this there and there for the plate to fit in. Weld the corner, make it all squaresy. Anyway, that's really kind of a long fucking video for just a quick thing that I was doing, but I just thought it was cool that if you take the time, you can make something that is really slick, and that's the goal, right? Quality shit. So like my videos, subscribe. Bessie Custom Fab, rock and roll.